sky, but you were not in that. The earth shook under my feet, thunder cracked in defeat, power everywhere I could see. Silence was calling me, not in the wind, not in the flame, not in the shaking, not in the fame. After the noise, after the show, came a whisper, soft and low. Speak in the quiet, when my heart is loud. Break through the chaos, when I'm lost in the crowd. Not in the fire, not in the storm. You meet me hidden, you meet me warm. I chase the speckle, you choose the cave. I run the noise, you teach me brave. The God of fire, the God of might, wraps himself in gentle light. No performance, no display, just holy breath, and I obey. Wind pass, fire burn, earth move, but I learn. Neither death nor life, not angel, not rulers. I have seen a valley floor, I have faced the closing door. I have felt the silent war, still your love was more. Height couldn't lift me from it, depth couldn't bear it. Fear tried to name me by, but heaven already carried it. Powers moving, hidden schemes, nightmares whisper broken dreams, but none of them can intervene between you and me. No height, no depth, no presence, no net, no shadow, no flame, no name can separate what heaven sealed, what love declared, what Christ revealed. Accusation rise like smoke, old identities provoke. But the cross already spoke, and every chain was broke. Time can't undo it, dark can't outdo it, hell can't pursue it. Love already knew it. Not what I feel, not what I feel, not what is coming, not what was here. Nothing created, nothing unseen, nothing that ever has stood between. Time, sit, now random, no rush. There is an hour stamped in eternity before my breath ever learned urgency. Before I named a tragedy, before I called it victory. A time to fraction, a time to make, a time to lose, a time to end, a time when silence speaks and wait, a time when doors refuse to wait, a time when hope arrives too late. But still, you walk straight, nothing accidental, nothing late. Nothing early, nothing fake. Every tear and every thread, every burial, every bed, breathing deeper than the sun. Marked before the world begun. I curse the season I don't understand, while heaven moves with steady hand. I call it chaos in the land, you call it perfectly planned. There's a clock beneath the pain, there's a harvest in the rain, there's a loss that bursts again, there's a fire inside the grain. I reach for control, you reach for trust. I rush the dust, you shape the dust. Eternity placed inside the chest, but knowledge kept from all the rest. So I would walk and not possess, so I would seek and not compress. Time is not my enemy, time is not my gold. Every second bows to you. Every hour, no. You search me before I search myself. Before I form a single light, before I ask the question why, before I build a private sky, you were there. You knew the words before my tongue, knew the war before it begun, knew the doubt I later run. Still you stay. If I rise beyond the dawn, if I sink where light is gone, if I make the dark my home, you remain.
No shadow
thick enough, no distance far enough, no depth obscure enough to lose your sight, no silence loud enough, no mask complete enough, no secret deep enough to hide my light. I try to outpace what you see, construct a different version of me, edit it true selectively, but you read through. Darkness is not dark to you, night breaks open into blue, even secrets pass straight through your gaze. You knit the fragile parts I hide, all the fear I keep inside, counted tears I never cried alone. To be known is to be exposed, to be exposed is to be held, not dissected, not rejected, held. finish what you began. Though the fig tree does not blossom, though the fields yield no food, if the system fails its promise, if the ground withdraws its yield, if the future folds in silence, if provision stays concealed, if the metrics turn to zero, if the plans refuse to rise, if the work dissolves to vapor before it meets my eyes, faith is not applause from heaven, faith is not the fruit I see, faith is standing in the absence of what was guaranteed. Still, I will rejoice, not because of gain, not because of proof, not because of evidence, but because of you. Still I will stand on what does not collapse, on what is not reduced, on what cannot be stripped, on what is absolute. Yeah. Joy is not a market value, hope is not a crop return, security is not in surplus, it survives when barns don't burn. You are not the God of outcome, you are not the God of trend, you are God before the harvest, you are God when seasons end. If the vine forgets his purpose, if the herd is nowhere found, you remain the only constant when constants fall to ground. Faith is not denial, faith is not escape, faith is clear-eyed vision when reality reshapes. The fig tree may not bloom, the field may stay undone, but my feet stand higher than what the earth has done. Surrounded by witnesses I cannot see, breathing, but barely. There's weight I never talk about, invisible but pulling down. Oh, regrets that still resound like chains without a sound. I carry what I should release, memories that steal my peace, running but my lungs decrease. fighting just to breathe. They say endure, they say persist, but they don't feel the tightening in my chest. So I fix my eyes, not on the pain, not on the miles, not on the strain. I fix my eyes on the one who endured the cross and called it done. When I am weak and vision blurs, I look at him and strength returns. He didn't bypass suffering, he walked straight through the shame. He faced the weight of everything and never dropped my name. Despised, rejected, fully aware, still he stayed there. Joy said before him, not immediate relief, but resurrection beyond grief. Lay it down, every weight, every sin that clings like fate. You're not alone in this race, he has already run your place. When I wanna quit, I remember this: he endured, so I persist. Then the Lord answered out of the storm. I questioned the architecture of pain, demanded a map for every stain. That's why loss was written in my name, and silence answered the same. I measure justice with human scales, counting righteousness by what prevails. If good collapses, faith derails, at least that's what I told myself. Ash on my skin, dust in my mouth, I call for heaven. He sent a cloud. Where were you when the oceans broke? Where were you when the mountains spoke and you command the morning light? Can you tame the edge of night? If you don't hold the earth in place, why assume you grasp my ways? Oh, I spoke of things too high for me, named mysteries I couldn't see, turn suffering into theology, but grief is not philosophy. You ask me questions without defense, not to shame but to realign sense, not to crush but to break pretense that I was omniscient. The storm was not accusation, the storm was revelation. I wanted answers, you gave me yourself. I wanted logic, you gave me scale. I wanted clarity, you gave me wonder, and wonder silenced accusation. before matter, before memory. The word. Before atoms learned to spin, before time could enter in, before distance could begin, you were. Not formed, not made, not summoned in a frame, not an echo, not a flame, but origin without a name. All that is began in you. All that breathes passed through you. Nothing formed outside your voice. Creation was not chance, it was choice. In the beginning, not silence, but speak. Not chaos, but meaning within reach. Light was not discovered, light was declared. Darkness did not overcome, it compared and disappeared. He came into what he designed. The author stepped inside the line. Infinity confined to time, and still divine. The maker felt the dust he shaped. The source of life allowed escape. Rejected by the ones he made, still he stayed. Glory hidden in plain skin, full of grace, full of truth within. Not distant, not abstract, but present, intact. The word became flesh, not metaphor, not myth, but wait. Eternity with a pulse, holiness with faith. For breath, you were. After stars, you remain. The beginning had a voice, and it still speaks.
Since we have been justified. Not when I clear my record, not when I fix my name, not when I build the version that look less stain. While I was weak, not strong. While I was wrong, not improved. Before politics, before reform, before religion learned its form. Unity wasn't neutral, it was active. Hostile, I stood opposed, not passive. Still, he moved first while we were sinners. Christ died, not persuading activists. Not after we complied. Peace wasn't negotiated, it was declared. Wrath of love, justice satisfied. Love laid it there. Justified, not excuse. Declare righteous, not self-improve. Reconciled, not a chasing. Brought near from many a nation. Blood became an argument. Grace to paint the ground. Hope no longer fragile. Love no longer bound. Your breath could not hold him. What can hold me? Your wrath was satisfied. What condemns me? Much more than reconciled by death. Saved by life, not fragile mercy. Resurrection, my peace. Peace. that day. Peace with God, not fear, legal, real, seal. Peace with God, peace with God, peace with God. Peace with God, peace with God, peace with God. Therefore, since we have been justified. Since we have been justified, 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 since we have been justified. Therefore, since we have, 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 therefore, since we have been justified. Since we have been justified, therefore, since we have been justified.
Oh, blessed be the God who chose before the world had a name. Yeah. Before galaxies burned their light, before morning learned from night, before wrong was called a fire, I sing. Not accidental, not reaction, not emergency correction. Chosen before collapse, before shame, before history had a frame. Adoption written in a plan, I repair, but intention. He did not rescue randomly, He purposed deliberately. Before the foundation I was named. Before creation grace proclaimed. Not by effort, not by rote, but according to His will alone. Redemption purchased, dead erased, not postponed but fully faced. Inheritance assigned in it. Mystery aligned. Heavens will converge in time to sum all things in Christ. Not fragments, not divided. History being guided. Blood became the seal of cause. Spirit became the marking box. Mark, not vaguely sealed, not maybe. Guarantee of what will be. Future anchored eagerly to the praise of His glory, yeah. Not mine, not story, yeah. Everything returns to Him. Source, center, crown. Never improvising, never improvising.
Image of the invisible, firstborn over all. Before matter knew its weight, before laws could regulate, before time began to rotate, He was not symbol, not projection, not moral reflection. Visible image of the unseen, source behind what has been. Thrones and rulers, powers framed, authorities named, all derived, not self-sustained. Every orbit, every cell, every force invisible by Him compelled. of breath, beginning beyond beginning, firstborn from death, not revived, resurrected, not improved, perfected. Fullness chose to dwell in frame, divinity refused to remain untamed. Peace not spoken in the air, peace made through blood laid bare. Reconcile, not partial, not symbolic, but total. Things on earth, things in heaven, everything broken, rewoven. Not distant architect, not passive king, but sustaining center of everything. If he withdraws, atoms unravel. Reality stabilizes. All things hold because he holds. Is this mine? Among yourselves.
He existed in the highest frame, no rival equal to his name, no theft required to claim what was already his. Form of God, not borrowed light, not delegated might, not ascending into height. Already there, yet he did not clutch his throne, did not anchor to his own, did not weaponize the crown. He stepped out, he emptied himself, not of power, but of privilege, not of glory, but of visible splendor, taking form of a servant, rendering dust on purpose, obedient to death, even death on a cross. Not humiliation forced, not surrender by defeat, but chosen descent. Complete. Hands that shape the stars allowed themselves to scar. Breath that filled the skies gave way to mortal cries. And the cross was not collapse, it was the hinge of history. Therefore, God exalted him, not promotion, revelation. Name above every name, not symbolic, absolute. Every knee, structural, every tongue, inevitable. The one who descended is the one who reigns.
Long ago, spoken in fragments, now spoken in Son.
Through prophets and pieces, through shadows and signs, through echoes of glory, across ancient lines, But now the fullness arrived. Not a message, not a messenger, but heir of all things. Radiance of glory, exact imprint, not resemblance. Representation complete, sustained in the cosmos by word alone. Not strain, not effort, just throne. Better than angels, higher than flame. Not ascending, already named. Right hand seated, authority sealed. After making purification, nothing concealed.
He upholds what upholds me. He speaks,
and reality agrees. The heavens are garment, he folds them away. Stars are temporary, his years do not decay. Foundations may fracture, empires may fall, but the sun remains above all. Angels serve earth, they do not reign. They bow, they proclaim. He inherits, he commands. Creation rests inside his hand.
superior, not by comparison, by essence.
Who believed what was heard? To whom was the arm revealed? No beauty to draw the crowd, no spectacle loud, no throne announced in clouds, just a roof from dry ground, familiar with grief, acquainted with pain, not distant from sorrow, he wore it his name. Despised, not accidentally, intentionally unseen. Rejected, not vaguely, specifically we turned away, counted him stricken, assumed heaven had afflicted him, but we were mistaken. He was pierced for our transgression, crushed, not for his confession. Punishment placed, peace exchanged, wounds open, healing arranged. Not metaphor, not display, substitution in full way. Like a lamb, silent under blade, not powerless but unresistingly stayed. Justice demanded, he absorbed. Wrath accumulated, he endured. Oppression spoke, he answered none. Grave assigned, yet work not done. By knowledge, he justifies many, not by force but by offering. We all wander individually, the Lord laying collectively. Iniquity transfer, not minimize, not defer. Cut off, yet prolonging days. Slain, yet dividing spoil. Suffering, not defeat. Redemption through the crushed. Then I saw a new heaven, a new earth, not repaired, it created. The first days passed, not patched, not revised. Gone, sea of chaos, withdrawn. She is no longer drawn. City descending, not human construction, not evolution, but interruption. God with man, not distant throne. Presence, fully known. No temple needed, no mediated light. Glory himself illuminates the night. Behold, all praise new. Now recycled, now rescued from ruin. No more death, no mourning sound, no fracture in the ground for the pain. Memory dissolved, every question resolved. Nations healed, gates unclosed, not fit cursed, nothing opposed. River clear as crystal flow, tree whose leaves restore what broke. Name on foreheads, identity sealed. That striving not concealed. Alpha spoke, Omega, ends beginning, meets fulfilled intent. He who was seated say, it is done. Not fragile hope, not partial one. New creation, fully come. No night remains, no shadow cast. What was promised came at last. The word was spoke, the word was started. Now makes it new. Then I saw a new heaven, a new earth. Then I saw a new heaven. Then I saw. 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 Then I saw, and I saw, and I saw. Then I saw a new heaven, a new earth. Then I saw, then I saw a new heaven, a new earth. Then I saw, then I saw, then I saw, then I saw, then I saw. Then I saw, then I saw.